Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacchino. Bitcoin, we just reviewed it yesterday, but let me recap. We're just looking for the minor pullback. It looks like this is going to pull back more. So we've now triggered, or it looks like we're going to trigger a sloppy double top. I also put on the most recent swing, which was not in the video yesterday, to just show you. Remember, we talked about the most recent swing and the longest swing to give you your levels. I've been trying to not put as many levels up. If you guys want more levels and less levels, let me know. But I'm just showing you this because they're really handy for moving up stops or knowing when things could have been topping out, especially this. So we pushed higher. This is where we drew the level from yesterday. So we have the big picture and the little picture was his most recent swing. What's interesting is we then have the cluster right around 7,700, but this gave us a 75.86 level also. So we pushed up, didn't quite get there. Pushed up again, got to 75.88, just above that 75.86 level, forming a divergence at a key level. And then we'd also have this little double top pattern. Now, right now, we're trading at the 12.5% level from the old highs, so I got to update those. Now we're below the 12.5, we're trading right at the 8. But we're going to start watching for a bigger pullback just because this double top pattern doesn't mean we're going to have a massive pullback, but we're going to be very patient. We do not have a strong rotation up yet. Right now, let's see, what are we looking at? On the bottom of the rotation zone on the 4 hours, coming in about 69.85. We'll just call it 7,000 because by the time this pulls back more. Let's take a look at the daily. So we're getting a little toppy here. If you look over here to the left, let me get this out of the way. So this was prior, a little support, people buying in here, now becoming resistance. So people are looking to buy up in here. This little support area might be selling out. It's, again, support becoming resistance concept. We're still pretty much off the 8 because of this explosive move. So we could easily pull back. That 7,000 level was right here. We could easily pull back 7,000 to 6,900 without damaging this pattern because, again, look at this. So we had key resistance in here, right around 67, 64. Key resistance here. Now we broke out, hooking up 8, hooking up 50, rising 8. So this is the area we're going to be watching for, or watch for. Again, we need a pullback and then a rotation up. So if you do hit this 7,000 level on the 4 hour and then get a nice rotation up, that is an entry. If we keep pulling back beyond that, here's that area, rising 50 on the 4 hour is coming in right now, 67.01. Let's switch back to the daily. 67.01 is just below here. I'd be watching higher than that. I'd be watching about really 6,800 as a key level. 68 to 6,900 if we pull back through that 7,000 level and then watch for a rotation back up there because of that divergence and that little double top. That's what we're going to be watching for on Bitcoin. Just wanted to update that to show you how we continue on with our analysis with the new and future price action. Switching over to Monero. Monero, we had our price projection, not because this spike low was so far off. We did it from this low for the major one up to the highs on the 16th of July, which gave us the 145 then 148 level. You see we just spiked a little through to 148, spiked up to 150, spiked up just shy of that 148 again. And also on this spike up, you can see lower RSI, so divergence here. And now we're getting the bigger pullback. I'm going to raise these levels out of the way. First level support we're watching for, since it did break below this first little price action support, already broken, we're going to watch to see if this 137 holds. If that does not hold, then we're going to switch over to the daily chart and see the bigger picture. So the first cross rotation zone is in here. So it's really, we're looking at about 132, 131 to 132 area for the bigger pullback to see if it catches on there and then rotates back up. We're being patient again on Monero, just letting this prove itself out. So at these key levels, let me switch back. We also have that, I just mentioned that 132, that's where the 50 is on the 4 hour chart. So if any of this holds and then we can get a nice strong rotation back up, that's an entry. Otherwise, we're just going to be patient, sitting on our hands, waiting for the bigger pullback, especially again with the divergence in Monero. Finally, switching to Ethereum, we're watching for a pullback first to the 8 and then possibly the 21 area and then a rotation back up. We did not get it. Also, see this pattern. It's a little tough to see on the 4 hour, but let me switch to a 1 hour. This is a sloppy double top, which triggered and then went to full target. All right, this has already been the full target, but when you see something like this, and also you can see the divergence on the 1 hour clearly, where we made a higher high in price, lower high in RSI, that's where we start going, okay, if this breaks, we're going to start waiting for the bigger pullback, and the bigger pullback we now have quite clearly. This is why when you're watching this stuff, you can be patient and not get aggressive. Now we're also below the 4 hour rotation zone. We're below this prior key resistance, possibly becoming support. That did not hold. Next major area is right around this 465 to 468 area. We're just above that right now. That's where we have the flat 200 and the rising 50 and this prior little support area. So let's see if that holds and we get a nice strong rotation up. Also, let's check in on the daily. Right now, that is right where we don't have the first cross rotation zone, but that's where these moving averages are meeting. So this is a very key area. If we get a close below that, then I'll probably be watching for a pullback to about to this 446 area, this prior little resistance we broke out from, and the 62.5% retracement of this last little up move. That's the line in the sand that we want to hold. It would not be as positive because the rotation zone would be flat and in the middle again, but it might mean we're going into consolidation. Nothing we're doing right now. We're being very, very patient also on Ethereum based off it couldn't get a close above the 50, spiked up, and now formed that divergence, that sloppy double top, and now sold off. So again, very patient mode. That's what we have for you, Bitcoin, Monero, and Ethereum, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.